Good morning. Today I had a fun little idea. I watched this YouTuber called Mike Boyd, and he was creating his very first phone app, which was a magic calculator used to perform a little magic trick. Now, it took him about, I think, 4 days to pull this off, including watching the tutorials, and he only built it on Android. Of course, immediately I'm wondering two things. Is the app available on the iPhone App Store? The answer is no. And how long would it take me to build this? I have no idea. I personally wrote one app in Flutter before. It's very bad, and you should not download it because it only works in Berlin. But I will still put the link in the description so you can see that I'm not lying to you. So I could build this in Flutter, and then it would also work on both devices. But I feel like since there's only iOS left, why should I build it in Flutter, which is a hybrid technology for all platforms, and we only really need iOS now. It also so happens that for boring work-related reasons, I'm working on a SwiftUI app right now, which is the native new framework from Apple to build apps on the Apple platforms. So you can build iPhone apps with it. So now the question is, as somebody who's working with SwiftUI for a living, who's building an app right now, how long would it take me to reproduce what he did in Flutter? And I'm not going to look at the code, I'm just going to work on it from scratch for the iPhone. If it's also going to take me 4 days, then maybe I should send in my official mobile developer professional license. But if not, it's going to be a fun little experiment. I just watched the video yesterday and I thought about this morning. I feel like the hardest part is going to be to get all of the contacts. And I think once that's out of the way, it shouldn't take more than maybe 30 minutes from start to finish to build the entire app, submit it to the App Store, and have it reviewed by Apple. Unfortunately, one of the parts that the Apple software ecosystem is not very well known for is the speed in which you can publish an app. It's also not free, but because of work reasons, I already have an account where I can publish this app and sell it for free in the iOS App Store. So Apple usually takes a day, maybe up to 3 days to review new apps. This one is extremely simple, so you don't really have to worry about the review process. It's just going to take a while. And then once it's there, you can download it. This has nothing to do with the rest of the video, but I dropped the straw from my Starbucks. Now I have to get a new one.
I have.
Hello. I am now going to be starting the coding part of this video to hopefully create this little calculator. I prepared completely zero, none, nada. And the first thing I'm going to do is to look up the Mike Boyd video, Mike Boyd app. And yeah, it says how I coded my own app. I will go to the very last screen where he has the calculator screen open. I love the fact that he didn't even turn off the debug mode for Flutter, so you can still see the little small debug marker in the top right. Okay, so this will be what we are building today, specifically the right side of this. Let me close the screen. I guess didn't really think through how we'll be dropping this. Okay, this is what we want to be creating today, and it's a very simple calculator app. I will be copying the color values straight out of the video, and it looks like a very simple 4x4 button grid with 2 buttons here at the bottom. And I think it might be a little bit tricky to make sure that this one is exactly aligned here. Huh, that's interesting. I think in order to solve that, I'll have to do padding in the cells manually so that the cell here can be 2 by 2. That's interesting. How do I remove the spacing? Well, we'll figure it out. I think I'm gonna be opening Xcode in the same window. So we have in the same virtual desktop, so we have the reference right there. This is my OBS, and you can see I have a very professional setup going on here. We will be creating a new Xcode project, which is an app. It will be called the Mike Boyd Magic Inspired Magic Calculator. This is me. This is my name. I will call it the com dot, actually the co dot screen dot Mike Boyd Inspired Magic Calculator. It will be using Swift UI. We don't need tests or core data because testing is completely unnecessary and nobody should ever write any tests. And we will call it the Magic Calculator. Yes, here we are. All right, so let's move you over here. So we have everything on one screen. I might have to double check that I don't get any overlap in my video feed. I guess I will move you here so I can just check which part is covered. Um, yeah, I think it should be fine. If I just make this maybe a little bit smaller, you don't need to see me this entire time. And then just add the bottom bar here. So yeah, now you should be able to see the entire phone, right? Yes, perfect. So we will just simply start with adding all of this in one file, just to make it very simple. We will have a VStack in which we have an input line with some text. We will have a state var text equal to nothing. And we will have a struct input line, which is of class view. It has a text, which is of type string. It will be a body, which has a no, VStack with alignment of trailing and a content of text. Why did I call it let var? We may never know. Let's refresh um, the view here. Okay, so this is looking pretty good. And then we have the numpad. And I think this one will have a method, which gives us a string to add. So, struct numpad view will be, we'll have a callback method, which is of type string to void. This will get the results. Then we have the body, of course, which will be an H stack, no, B stack of a lot of H stacks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, in fact. And here we will have number buttons. We will have C, plus minus. Ooh, this is a good one. Do I have plus minus in my? Yes, I do. On my keyboard. Okay. And divide. Oh, I have no idea how to do a proper divide. Oh, I do have an idea how to do a proper divide. I've never done that before. I'm amazed by this. Okay. Then we have 7, 8, 9, and X. Actually, this should be a times character. There we go. Might not render properly. Definitely will not render properly. Um, because it's an emoji. Yeah, let's figure this one out later. Then we have minus and 4, 5, 6. And we have 1, 2, 3 plus. And then finally we'll have 0 plus 0 dot equal Coolio. Okay. All of these will have a spacing of 0 so that we can, well, actually, no. Let's give it a proper spacing. And instead of 1, let's call it like the spacing CG float equals 1. Here we'll take all of these, give it a proper spacing variable. There we go. So now all that's left is to write the number. Struct num button is of type view. It will have a body, which is a text for the label, which is a string. Okay. I think now we should be good to see this for the first time. And we have to do some styling, of course. Perfect. Okay. So in order for these to fill up the entire thing, what happens if I give you the frame of max width? No, 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 no. Let's put this into an H stack and V stack and give it some spacing. This is probably the worst way to do this, but I think it should work. Let's see. Yes. Awesome. Okay. So now it will always fill up the entire screen. This thing should have a background color of, well, let's give this thing a background color first. The entire thing should have a background of color UI color, and then we're going to use a color literal. How do we do color literals again? No. Well, this is awkward. Let color equal UI color literal? I don't know how to do color literals anymore. This is this is not good. No, 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 no. There used to be a color literal. I think Xcode doesn't support you to put it in anymore. So I will just Google this real quick. Swift. No, I should put this in a new window. Okay. Swift color literal Xcode 14. It's not broken. What are you talking about? Yes, that's what I want. Perfect. Okay, okay. Um, so let's give this. Oh no. Okay, I guess we have to do it like this. Background equals color, and then we open the picker here to copy. Where's my color picker? It's gone. Oh no. Ah, here it is. Okay. To pick this color. Amazing. Okay. And then we have this thing getting the background color, let button color equals color literal. Man, why does it not always open the color? Hmm. This is really annoying. How do I fix this? Let's restart Xcode. This should not be happening. Yes, okay. Can we please like keep this on the screen so that I don't have to restart Xcode ever again? Thank you very much. Okay. So in my opinion, this should now magically work. Okay. Let's see what this looks like now. I think we're gonna have a grid, which is gonna be very dark in the background, and every single button will have a lighter color. Yeah, that's amazing. Okay. Um, so next up, one is definitely too small, so let's put it to like 4. Okay, this looks a lot better. Now we're gonna give the input line a lot of padding. So let's say padding top will be vertical will be 20. This is not even enough. Maybe 60. Okay. And then we give you a background color of input background equals the color literal right here. And then we hopefully get the picker. Nope, it's gone. Man, this is annoying as heck. Hmm. I don't like the fact that this is broken. Maybe if I open like a new window, go back. Now I want to edit it. Nope, still broken. Well, how about we do this? We create a new enum called, or rather we say extension of color, and we give it like all these different values. So we got the button color, and we got the um, input background, and then I still have to restart Xcode one more time, and it looks like we will have the just 3 more. We got light button, light button, then we have orange button and light orange button. Light orange button. Okay. Restart Xcode one more time because it's buggy AF, and we should be good to go. Okay, so background is correct. Input background we have not set yet. So let's set this one to this color. Then the button color, I think I want to pick it again because I got it from the gradient down there, so it might be a little bit off. This is the dark button, then we have the light button, which will be this one. Then we have the orange button, which will be this one. Hopefully don't touch the gradient. And then we have the light orange button, which will be this one. Cool. And now I think we can just say color dot background. And actually, we don't need this anymore at all. We just say this. We don't need this. We can just say background color input background. We have this one being the color dot button color. And then we're going to write some overrides. So we have the var Color override is maybe a color, maybe not. And we're going to return, for example, C. We'll have the color of light button. Same for a plus, minus, and percentage sign. And then we have the dot, also in the light color. And we have 4 different light orange buttons. 4, we got X. Let's just do X because he's doing X as well, I think. Remove this word emoji. Okay. And then all that's left is to turn the equal into the not light orange button color. And then we say var background color is color, and it will be either override or just the button color. Okay. I think this should work now. So we have a grid of buttons that are colored correctly. We should have the input bar colored correctly. I think all that's left is to add spacing, turn the entire foreground color to white. This is going to look much better already. And here in the input line, we do want to actually turn it into an H stack. Yeah, I think this should have been an H stack from the beginning, where we had a spacer here. The space, no, not spacer. We just say padding of 2. Cool. Okay. I guess this should only be like 12 or something. Yeah, looking pretty good, I think. So let us add some more spacing down there. Adding 16 bottom. So that we have this line here, black. Let us set the font of all of this to system font with font style caption 2. This is not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for headline. No, title 2. Yes. Awesome. So what's left? The only thing that's left is to make this button much bigger. And I think the only way to do that is to read the button size of one of the buttons to the left. So we could say actually, no, I will do something different. I will read the entire thing. Tree reader. Again, this is not going to be amazingly clean code. It's gonna be 0 padding right spacing. Hmm. Oh, not right. Trailing. That's what it's called. And we'll add the same thing here. But now I think that's more like it. I think now we can just say frame with geo size width divided by 2? Maybe. I'm not 100% sure if this worked out. Does this look aligned to you? It doesn't really look aligned to me. Why is that? Hmm. You know, maybe this has to be there actually. No, now it's worse. Hmm. 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 I want this to be in the middle, then there's spacing of half to the right and to the left. So why does this thing look like it's smaller right here? Um, what if I remove all the spacing again and just do it like in the other lines? Spacing, spacing. Yeah, that's definitely worse. Okay, it was better before, so let's get back to this. And I think what I actually want to do is to add this kind of spacing everywhere. Yeah, this looks... Now it's wrong in the other direction, no? I think it is. It definitely is. Okay, you know what I'm gonna do? I will put this into another H stack. Um, this one just has spacing, spacing. And now I'm pretty sure it's gonna work. Yes, amazing. It is perfect. Okay. I gave this too much um height. Well, I guess the phone is just bigger. Let's just give it a little bit of padding at the bottom. Shoop, shoop, shoop. Padding. Bottom of like 12. Okay. And now we have a perfect layout. Um, except these things aren't buttons yet. I will turn them into a button and I will give them a callback of callback. So let's go to every single one of these buttons except for the equals and set callback. Or actually, let's do it like this. Yeah. Callback 0. Amazing. Okay. Let callback string. Turn this into a button with spaces and everything. Actually, entire VStack probably. Yes. Button. Callback. Table. And the action will be. Oops. No. The label will be this. Ah. Cool. We'll figure your thing out later. Uh, cool. Okay. Submit will do something else. Okay. Now we should have a fully working calculator, except for the submit button not doing anything. And the only thing that's still left to see is, wait, why is it breaking? I guess the line is getting too long. I think that's fine actually. I'm okay with that behavior. Now I have no idea, literally zero clue, how to get contacts in SwiftUI. Contacts picker. So let's just copy somebody else's code. Would you look at that? What is the difference between the view and the picker? I guess the picker does something if you click on it. So we will add this package right here to the package index, packages, add URL. We're gonna go with branch main and package, and we're gonna copy the usage. Showsheet.toggle. Okay, so we're gonna have a state var show sheet. Whoops, this is not correct. We want to be, no, this is also not correct. We want to be right here. What is happening? Okay, add package. Now we will have to import the contact picker, Swift UI contact picker. Not very verbose or anything. And we will do a simultaneous gesture of long press gesture, and on ended we will call, oh, this is a problem. How about we don't do this and we instead move it up here and we say state var show sheet equals false, numpad dot long press. Yeah, sure. Show sheet equals true. Does this work, or is it going to have any issues? I think this will work. We can already select the phone. We're going to run this very soon because now the only thing that's left is to add this entire thing. Uh-huh. Why is there a view model? Why is there a store and then just nothing? Uh-huh. Well, are these required parameters is the main question. 'Cause I don't really want them here. So selected contact will be of type on contact. We just put this right here. So what the hell am I supposed to do here? Dude, your example is broken. Ah, man. Who writes these? Who writes these libraries, man? I don't know. Pick a review model, I guess. Store provider? Wow, and well, what kind of provider are we talking here? Do you have an example for me, please? Yes, okay. Um, well, I guess he's creating his own contact store. But what is a contact store actually? So yeah, we have to add view model back, and we have to add config back, which is content picker config. Select the contact we already got. Okay, does it work now? Probably not. Oh, it does. Okay, let's see if this works. So the selected contact will be what what we want to say. Text equals selected contact phone number. Zero. Cool. Um, well, we have to add something to our info list because we're asking to show the prompt for the phone contact permissions, but we don't have an explanation for it. So let's put a new value here. Let's call it context usage description. Select the contact whose phone number will be shown. Amazing. Okay, let's give the numpad an unsubmit. Submit, which is just this, and call it here. Okay. In theory, this is everything we need. If my coding wasn't so bad. First, text. Okay. I mean, look, this is not going to win any awards. The coding style is horrible. This is really optimized for speed, to write this app as fast as possible. But I think it does the job, and I kind of want to put it into the App Store and show like an onboarding sheet at the very first time you open it, explaining how it works. Um, I really want to add some animations to it, but I mean, how long has this taken so far? Can I see this somewhere? 33 minutes. Yeah, that's about how long I thought this would take. Well, the only thing that still needs to happen is that the app actually launches, which does not seem to be happening, which is cool, I guess. Uh, hmm. I have a feeling that this contact store thing is actually not working. Okay, what is a contact store? Did you write this anywhere? No, probably not. Should we use a different library? Yes, definitely. This one doesn't work at all. Okay, just as a test, if I were to remove this and also remove this and just put in like text I. Yeah, it would definitely work because it's 100% not my code that it's fault here. Um, my theory is that the content store is just completely messed up and blocking the main thread for hours on end. So how about this? We just use a different damn library for this. Uh-huh. Right. Mm-hmm. This stuff is really damn complicated, huh? Content picker view. Man, I'm fine using these content picker view.swift. I'm very much fine using these. I mean, it's not supposed to win any awards. Contact picker view.swift. Boom. And then we have the contact row and contact. What was the other one? Contact row. Should definitely be outside of this folder. Yes. Thank you very much. And we had contact view, right? Yes. Contact view. Just give me all of this. And let me copy it, that's fine. Contact view. View. Down, chum, chum. Okay. Um, why is this called content view? Uh, I'm not very smart. Okay. Well, I guess what we can do is copy this sheet because that's the only thing we need. And select a contact is now a CN contact instead of contact. And we remove this entire damn library that we just added. Very bad. Package dependencies. You get removed. Yes, please. Contact view is actually content view, so it should also be deleted. Yes. And our actual content view has this sheet now. Amazing. And we don't need this anymore. And this is now a CN contact, and we need to import contact. Okay. This is gone. This we need to like number. Let's write a convenience method for this. Phone number is a string, maybe. So this should have a default to it. And it will return the selected contact, phone numbers, first value string. Yeah, okay. So this is probably wrong now. Show picker is actually called show sheet with a $sign, and selected contact is actually called selected contact. Yeah, I don't think this is here. Okay. Let's see if this. Oh man. Context provider. Let's see if this person's code is actually working. Contact provider dot Swift. Let's actually just do this. It's going to be faster. I keep switching to my other virtual desktop because I'm actually not using it. Contacts provider dot Swift. Boom. Here we are. Maybe this works now. Maybe it doesn't. Let's see. Would access your contacts? Oh yes, please. 999. Hold. Doesn't work. Doesn't work. Hmm. Well, maybe what we need is a simultaneous gesture recognizer with a long tab, long press gesture, which on ended will trigger beat equals true. Nope. Yeah, I don't need that parameter. Ooh. 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 Okay, it works. Amazing. Um, so the the real missing piece here is now clean text. Um, clean text. Text equals text dot trim characters in space new line plus if text count greater than 1 text trimming characters in 0. Okay. Uh, Fascinating. This method should not be called on the main thread. It may lead to UI unresponsiveness. Yeah, I mean, well, you're right. I don't really care. Okay. What's the issue here? Cannot convert. Okay, so we need to init it from this, maybe. Yes, no, maybe. Don't know. Can you repeat that question? Let empty separator. Yes. No. Ah, ain't that beautiful? Okay. Obviously, I don't know how to use this method. Terming characters in, I think it's like this. You give it like an array of single digit characters, which will be all of these. Oop, oop. Okay. And this should also be put into a string converter. Now it should work. Okay. So now if I press 8, it removed the leading character. If I press C, it's just gonna add a C. I mean, I guess it's kind of working. Yeah. Um, I guess what I really want to do is to replace these. So let's actually do a regex replacement, replacing regex with nothing, and the regex will be uline, spaces, buses, and dashes. Okay, now I'm happy with it. Because now I think if we select this, press equal. Oh, still got this dash, huh? Hmm. I think what I really want to do is this. Yeah. I know how to use regex. Maybe. Yes, I do. Okay, okay. Um, now I think the last thing that's missing is to uh, turn this one into a more cleanly formatted number. No, I think this is fine, actually. Okay, this is it. Writing the Mike Boyd magic calculator. Ooh, almost. Clean text, intense. Because only if we're cleaning it in intense mode, then we should be doing that. Yeah, yeah. Okay. Because we actually want to keep the spaces and the x's and all that kind of stuff. 6 minus 8. Wait, let me just quickly pick this context. Equals squeaky clean phone number. Okay. I'm very happy with this. I'm very, very happy with this. This took about 30 minutes, and I will now put this buggy, not really working app into the App Store, maybe? I don't know. I think making this video was like 100% of what I wanted to do, and now if anybody actually wants to have the app on their phone in this form, please let me know, and I can publish it um because I do have the App Store account, so I could upload it. Okay, that's all.